Yo, what is going on, guys? Bishop's Gaming it, and today I'm back with some more Overwatch gameplay, and I am absolutely loving this game. But today I've got some tips for you guys on how to become better Overwatch players yourself, how to do better in the game, and maybe just as a team. I don't know if you guys play as friends, but maybe as a team, how to win more games, because you know this game is reliant on everyone being a lot of different characters, and although loads of people can be the same characters, you'll see the best teams you play against, no one will really be the same characters, or maybe, I don't know, one or two people will be the same. But, I mean, I'm just here to talk to you guys through on how to become better. Obviously, you want to pick a character that you are good with and continuously play him. You might not be good with him at the start, and me with McCree, I was not good with him at all. I was really quite bad. But after a while of playing him for about a couple of hours, it says like your playtime of each player, but I played him for a couple of hours and now I really know how to play him and I'm really quite good with him. And it just, I don't know, it just helps the team when you've got a lot of players that know how to play their character and what play style suits that character better. So with McCree, I like to stay to, he's more of a close range kind of player, so I stay short range. I can hit long range shots with him, but it's quite hard. But up range, I've got some like 6 burst shot that will kill him real quick. So I like to stay in buildings. You'll see that I'm not really pushing him, just because I don't really have the kind of character that will push him. But you know, you just really want to stay in your character's comfort zone. You see Sheafy there teleports near him, because when he's closer to him, he does a lot better because he's got 2 shotguns, and it just makes it really easy, especially with when you're playing with other players, because you know, if you know their team's role and they know your team's role, then you're going to be a lot better than a team that doesn't know the other player's role, what they're doing, because you'll have players that are running up into the same place trying to nick kills, when really you should be, you know, expecting your players to get the kills and not having to worry about that side that they're on. But I mean, it does help having a team where you know, but you don't always get that into those situations. So, I mean, some of you might play by yourself, and when playing by yourself it can be a lot more difficult, because you know, you don't have, if your team are all picking random weird characters, you don't really have that sort of dynamic in the team where you can all have a different role and all try and like safely secure something, because obviously you want like a riding heart, one of the big guys to stop loads of enemies getting through and shooting, and especially when you're escorting a payload, if you have a big guy behind it, he can just stand there with his shield. That's a good 20 seconds of them not being able to move that shield. Obviously you've got the Bastions, which are OP as fuck. I mean, if you've ever played against a Bastion, you'll know how annoying he is. And it is not fun playing against Bastion at all. And I think, do I die here? I don't know if I die here, but yeah, you'll just know that playing against a Bastion is not, there's no skill level to it, but it's nice for every team to have a Bastion. You see, we don't have a Bastion on our team here, but it's just nice because he can set up the turrets. He's a bit OP. He can stop any, or you know, big waves of enemies getting through, and it just helps the team out altogether. But one thing I have noticed over playing the last couple of days, I actually switched up my character from McCree and I went to Lucio, and running around with a healer is not only really fun and really easy to get killed, especially with Lucio, because Lucio runs around so fast. I think they have a Lucio on their team right now, but he runs around so fast. He can also do a hell of a lot of healing, and he boosts the player speed of your players on your team. So you know, you're able to get back to that point quicker. You're able to, you know, stay in the fight longer. If you've got a healer running around shooting, he does a lot of damage with his gun as well. So if he's running around shooting, doing damage with his gun, you're doing damage with your gun, and he's healing you at the same time, and he's got like a special ability where he can crank up his healing so you get even more healing. You know, it's just a lot better to have a healer on your team. I know I've faced a lot of teams that don't have a healer. There's Lucio there. You know, I face a lot of teams that don't have a Lucio, and it is quite hard. It's hard to, it just seems hard for them. You know, it's easy for you to kill them. They don't have any chance coming back in. They rely solely on the little health things that you pick off the floor, like I just did there. And I think that's just such a bad idea, because you know, the team themselves, if you've got a healer running around, it just means like, especially if you're playing in a party, if you've got your friends there, they're like, oh, you know, let's say I need some help, and they tell you who you are, where they are, you just run over to them, especially with Lucio, because you can run so fast. I think it's the end of the game now, but I'll carry on talking regardless. Yeah, you don't really have that kind of backup almost. It's like an extra reserve in the back of your mind. You can challenge a fight that you wouldn't normally challenge because you're weak, or you're going to go get health, because you know that Lucio will come around and help you out whilst you're doing it. It just seems a lot easier. Oh, nice bit of lag there for me. Not cool at all. So yeah, that's another thing. So obviously you want a healer on your team if you want to win games. You want to know other players' roles and not be the same player as them, because knowing the other players' roles will allow you to, you know, do better as a team, rely on them, and you stay long range, they stay close range, they do healing, they damage protect or whatever. And you want to get good with a character or a couple of characters that you know how to play. Obviously certain maps other characters are better for, like obviously McCree's better on a map where there's, you know, lots of buildings, lots of small areas. The same with Reaper, I think his name's Reaper. Yeah, same with Reaper, when there's a lot of small like areas to go into. Obviously then that's a good place for you to go. But then if there's buildings with a lot of sniper places you can go with a sniper, then obviously you want to be a Widowmaker. And if you know, if there's loads of like tight alleyways and it's an easy map to I can't even talk, defend the point, then obviously you want a Bastion where he can just block those lines of fire out with his turret and just absolutely shred for enemies because he's massively OP. And you know, it's just all about having balance in the team. You know, people are moaning that people can't go into a game and they can just change their character over and over again. I'll just start this video again. Where they can change this character over and over again, but it's actually quite a good thing. It allows your team to, you know, get used to whatever type of game style that the other team are on. So if the team are playing a certain way, you're able to change up your character and counteract that and just try and do a lot better. But you know, I don't understand why people moan at this, because you know, you can use loads of different characters, you can help your team out where it needs helping. I think it just adds a different dynamic to a game, maybe one that we haven't seen before as well, which is quite good to be honest. But I know that's all I've really got to talk about today in today's video. I mean, that should help you guys become better Overwatch players. Obviously aim for the head. I mean, I didn't think I really needed to say that, because obviously hitting the head is just so key in any game. The weak point in most games is the head, so obviously aim for the head. And you know, with look, you can see the shotgun guy, he's got a certain play role. He gets close to people, he hooks them in, and he can shotgun them in one shot, I think, if you've got 200 health. But I mean, another thing is, I noticed that like some of my friends, they don't know how to use their specialist or their ultimate effectively. And I think learning how to use him that effectively is key. You shouldn't always use it as soon as you've got it. Like, it will come up, and it doesn't mean you have to use it. I mean, it's there for ages. So, like, I don't know if I choke it here, and I think I get a kill here. Like, I only got 1 kill here, but if I waited about 30 seconds there, I could have got 2 or 3 kills with that. I mean, it's just waiting and learning when to use your ultimate to the best of your team's advantage. Maybe I've started to use it now with McCree. You see it does that dead shot and it hits like one-shot headshot on whoever you lock onto. Well, if they're on the payload and I've died and all my team have died, it's just an easy way to get 2 people off, then I can run into the gunfight and still survive, if that makes sense. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all I've really got to talk about. Hopefully this helps you guys become better Overwatch players. I know there's only like 2 days left on the beta now, so you guys haven't got ages to play it, but it's only 2 weeks until it comes out again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If it helps you out, comment below on what character you're using and what playstyle you're playing with, or maybe how many win streaks you're on. I don't really know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.